Hi guys, another Division 2 video. Let's get it. Okay, so with the ×5 XP event on this weekend, I thought I would show the build that I'll be using and you might enjoy using to help speed through and get as much XP as you can during this event. Get it? Okay, so this is the build. I've rushly put it together, but I would definitely get the best rolls that you can. Farm countdown whilst the ×5 event is on. So I've just done a rough, quick build, so that you can it gives you the idea of what you need to be looking for. And then it also looks like that when the new update comes, the SMGs are going to be quite up there. So this could be a good build to even use when that comes out. So start off with a specialization. Any specialization, it doesn't really matter. Whatever your favorite, whatever you like to use, whatever you think is the most fun, that's fine. Your main gun is the chatterbox. If you don't know how to farm it, if you haven't got one yet, I'll link a video in the description of a step-by-step guide on how to get the chatterbox, and you can get it unlimited times as well. So what you can do is you can farm it, put it on a second character, or trash it to get the exotic part, and then go farm it again in another 24 hours because when the box is reset. So if you did it today at 3 p.m., let's say, you do it again tomorrow at 3 p.m. and again after that at 3 p.m. But you have to make sure you've got hyena keys because the hyena boxes that drop it. But I'll put a link to one of my videos with a proper walkthrough of how to get the gun. So the reason why we use the chatterbox is because it's the talent that's on it. So it says when you reload, rate of fire is increased by 20% for each enemy within 15 meters for the duration of that magazine. Kills refill 50% of the magazine. So if you can line up enemies, you never need to reload. That is why this gun is just king, in my opinion. It's up there. I mean, I'm a massive fan of the apartment because it reminds me of Division 1, but the chatterbox, in my opinion, is the best SMG. There's no, especially the exotic SMG. There's no competition. I do like the backfire, but that's all about getting your bleed resistance up. This is just straight kill shit SMG. Really, really good. So for your secondary, it's just any shotgun. I don't really use it, but I mean, it's just for anything in slot. And the reason for that is because of the gear set, which is the Hunter's Fury. And as you can see there, you get 15% shotgun damage and 15% SMG damage. And then that's with the first two pieces. Then with the third piece, you get armor on kill and health on kill. And then Apex Predator enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage against them by 20%. So you're just forever killing. And then if like I said, if you have the chatterbox stacking as well, you're just melting and annihilating everything that comes in your way. As far as the attributes and that are concerned, you want max weapon and you want crit chance, crit damage. It's a crit chance, crit damage build all across on every single piece. It doesn't matter which one you've got. So for the chest piece, I've gone for Sokolov because SMG damage, obviously because we're running SMG, but you can run whatever you want for the chest piece. It doesn't really matter. You're stacking a heck of a lot with this build by itself. So you don't really need the SMG damage if you don't want to run it. It's entirely up to you. And also, you can switch the two weapons over as well. So if you're not a fan of SMGs but you want to use a shotgun, they're both just as good as each other for this build. And like I said, I'm going for Obliterate, but you can use whatever you want. You can use Spark, Perfect Spark, or anything like that. I mean, anything like this would do. It worked just fine because then you get the crit damage as well. So that's okay to use as well. And the backpack, I'm going for the Memento backpack, and the reason for that is because of the talents that it drops, the perks that it drop on the ground. So you either get crit or you get an armor buff. There's these little muscle arm things that drop on the ground, and you just pick them up as you kill enemies. So if you're feeling a little bit, you know what I mean, squishy or whatever, you know what I mean, you can just run around and pick those up, and then again, it just adds more to this build. You know what I mean? Armor buffs and damage buffs as well. And the good thing about it is it's the best of three worlds. So you've got weapon damage, armor, and a skill. You know what I mean? And we do use a little bit of skill on this one as well, which takes me to the skills. So I like to use a shield. It's just a lot of fun, and there's not a whole lot of guns you can use that have high fire rate with a shield. So the chatterbox is really good to work with that. And then the drone is just really for backup, really, and it also um, stops people from stops the enemies from hiding as well because it makes them get out of cover, and then you can just do whatever you need to do. Like I don't really use the shield that much. I just use it if I feel like I'm gonna go down or I feel like I just need that little bit extra, and then I can get in there and do some more killing, maybe push forward a little bit and get a few armor perks that are on the ground. But other than that, that is the build. It is really, really good. It's my go-to build for hardcore as well. This is how good this build is. It keeps me alive. Uh, but definitely for speed running and to get your XP done and make the most of this weekend. I think we got to the 30th of September to make the most of this 5 times XP. This is the build I would definitely use. Yeah, enjoy.
Stabilize power distribution.
High-risk target approaching. Hostile artillery drone. System approaching. System restored.
Torres is waiting for your signal. Shoot off a flare when you're ready to come home.
System curtailed. System activated.
I'll put him down. Entering.
Torres sees you. Helo inbound.
I got a read.
Okay, so this is it pretty much maxed out. There's only the chest I could really improve on and a little bit on the knees. And these are the stats. Didn't take me long at all, with about an hour. Really good build. Give it a try.